Journalism has been reduced to two schools, right? There is journalism and there is stenography, right? And 85% of what you see in your media is stenography. And I better quickly add corporate stenography, because incidentally your media and entertainment industry, which is one industry, M&D as it's called, is worth 1.81 trillion rupees as of today, and projected figure for March 31st next year, just in time for the elections, it will be, the media entertainment industry will be worth 2.31 trillion rupees according to Ernst & Young in their annual report on media values. You have a complete corporatization of media. None of these, not a single channel or portal or newspaper, I refuse to call them mainstream. No newspaper or channel that excludes 75% of your population can be referred to as mainstream, because it's excluded the mainstream. They are corporate media. Okay? And how they functioned, you saw. Oh, by the way, not one of them told you in April 2022 that the great tradition of Indian journalism was observing its 200th anniversary. The founding of Miratul Akhbar by Raja Ram Mohan Roy. By the way, a paper not in Bengali but in Persian. Much to the chagrin of my Bog friends, he started that paper in Persian, which was then the language of the elite of the Mughal court, etc. Now, the most remarkable thing he did, a riot called Pratap Narayan Das was sentenced to flogging by the district judge of Komila, now in Bangladesh, then called Camilla, like the Duchess, but anyway, like the Queen, or whatever she's called now. Komila district in Komila town in Bangladesh. The judge sentenced him for some minor offense to be flogged. The police flogged him, he died. Raja Ram Mohan Roy wrote a moving, powerful editorial that James Buckingham, everybody, all the English journals translated it into English. Every Indian journal worth the name carried it. The highest court of England of that time summoned the district judge to approach before it and explain. Tell me, did you see anything like that happen when Siddiq Kappan spent 2 years in jail? Yeah? There were individuals amongst us who wrote to the CM, please get him legal representation. Please help him. Please make an appeal. Where were the media for their fellow journalists? In 2 years, about 100 FIRs have been filed against journalists. Yeah? And some of them have been charged under laws. There are now 58 laws affecting media in this country. Many colonial laws resurrected. In Tamil Nadu, Sam Raja Pandian of City East was charged under Diseases and Epidemics Act. The last journalist to be charged under that was a fellow called Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Now look at this, I mean the sheer state of journalism. But this starts with corporatization. In the last 40 years, most newspapers in the old days were started by freedom fighters. In the 60s, 70s, they collapsed financially and the business houses take over. By 80s, Mr. Sameer Jain comes and changes everything. And Mr. Vineet Jain tells the New Yorker 20 years later, we are not in the newspaper business, we are in the advertising business. And his general manager tells New Yorker, you can call us a large equity firm with significant media holdings. And at the time he said this, the Times of India was the largest circulated English newspaper on planet Earth. Okay? They themselves are telling you that they don't give a crap about journalism. It has nothing to do with what they are doing. Corporate ownership means the bottom line is the bottom line. Profit is everything. You will be, by the way, they haven't mentioned a word about the last heroes. Though I'm a Times fellow whose book Everybody Loves a Good Drought, they had it reviewed on the front page by the late Nikhil Chakravarti. But this book, there is an absence of the RSS and Hindutva in it. They have carried a major item on a book on Hindutvavadi heroes, another history book conveniently about people whom you cannot talk to or interview or verify. Journalism is a discipline of verification. Right? So you have this kind of situation. The media are at their lowest point. However, it's astonishing to me that with this kind of repression, that 100 journalists are standing up and inviting FIRs against themselves, that they, like a Siddiq Kapan is jailed for 2 years, that many others have been jailed, charged with bogus offences, and all of us know that our time is coming. Okay? We know it. I'm saying that tradition, the greater tradition, however small, it still lives.
Thank you very much.